2,000-year-old frozen corpse was found by hikers in the Alps in 1991 was tattooed with lines and dots that appear to correspond to acupuncture points and lines, suggesting that the practice may date back 5 millennia. That was written by Simon Sine in an article, Trick or Treatment, that was printed in the Washington Post. You may be thinking, why should I care about acupuncture? And I pose the question to you, why not? As an adult, you should be aware of different methods that are out there. So, to help you on your learning journey, today I will inform you on acupuncture. We will first discuss the history. Second, we will go over the methods. And third, we will look at the two working together in the procedure. Let's start off at the beginning. Acupuncture has a captivating history. The National Center for Complementary and Alternative Medicine states acupuncture is among the oldest healing practices in the world. Jeffrey A. Singer, through extensive research found on acupuncture.com, suggests the first record of acupuncture can be found in the oldest textbook in the world. Translated to English, it would be called Emperor's Classic of Internal Medicine. This is dating back 4,700 years. It is also said to hold earlier theories from Shen Nung. He documented theories about circulation, pulse, and the heart over 4,000 years before European medicine had any concept of them. Shen Nung theorized that the body had energy flowing through it, known as qi, which consists of all essential life forces, including spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical aspects of life. A person's health is influenced by qi in combination with the universal forces of yin and yang. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, yin, the female principle, is passive and dark and is represented by the earth. Yang, the male principle, is active and light and is represented by the heavens. Jeffrey Singer goes on to say yin and yang are opposite forces that, when balanced, work together. Nothing is completely yin or yang. The most striking example of this is man himself. A man is the combination of his mother yin and his father yang. He contains elements of both that work together and create balance. Qi flows through 14 meridians, 12 of which are paired and associated with an organ, 2 of which are unpaired and midline. Energy flows up and down these meridians, keeping yin and yang in balance. But if the meridians become obstructed, qi cannot properly flow, which causes yin and yang to become unbalanced, thus causing disease or pain. The goal of Chinese medicine is to bring balance between yin and yang, which in turn restores the individual back to health. Now that we have a better understanding on the origin, we will move on to the different methods of acupuncture. Many theories surround the practice of acupuncture. According to an article, a review of history, theories, and its indications that was published in the Southern Medical Journal, there are 6 approaches to acupuncture that are commonly used in the United States. The first is traditional Chinese medicine. This one is the most commonly used here in the United States. The patient's history, speech qualities, overall appearance, and odor help to make a diagnosis. Their tongue is said to reveal any ailments that they are suffering from. The practitioner will also take 6 radial pulses. Each pulse is assigned to a specific organ and is used to check for disease. In French energetic acupuncture, a blockage in the circulation of electrolytes on the meridian is corrected with the insertion of an acupuncture needle. That functions as an electrode. This type is practiced by an acupuncturist that has a medical doctorate. Korean hand acupuncture is thought that all energy circulating in the body originates in the hand and feet. Thus, needling these specific points will release the concentrated qi and can be used to treat illness. Auricular acupuncture is used to treat addiction, and it has a correlation between the points on the ear and different points on the body. The 5-element theory suggests that all living and inanimate objects are one of 5 qualities: wood, fire, earth, water, and metal. Furthermore, it supposes that there is a correspondence between the 5 elements and the organs. And myofascially based acupuncture treatment begins with the assessment of the meridians that may be involved in the patient's pain. The pathways are examined for tender points and represented areas of abnormal energy flow. Needling of these tender points is used to restore and correct the energetic flow. In the Journal of Internal Medicine, Acupuncture, a critical analysis, it is stated that several believable theories attempt to explain how acupuncture works. but none are proved beyond doubt. So far, we've covered the history and the methods of acupuncture. Now let's look at how it all goes together. Most of us think of needles when we hear the word acupuncture, but the method behind those needles is fascinating. In an article called Alternative Medicine, it was mentioned that acupuncture is a form of holistic medicine, which means the healthcare practitioner considers the whole person, including their physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual characteristics. Earlier in this speech, I spoke of yin and yang, qi, and the meridians in which it flows. Now let's tie it together with the actual procedure. Let's remember, the imbalance of yin and yang leads to the hindrance of qi in the body. Jeffrey Singer goes on to say, the acupuncture points are specific locations where the meridians come to the surface of the skin and are easily accessible by needling. The connections between them ensure that there is an even circulation of qi, a balance between yin and yang. Eric Lenkowitz wrote the journal where pricks aren't bad in 2008 and described this phenomena in simpler terms. He stated, an injury blocks the movement of energy. Acupuncture helps reopen the channels so the body could heal itself. In an interesting article called Can Needles Injure You?, it takes you through the research of people who have been seriously hurt by this procedure. The grim tally included more than 110 serious injuries and 4 fatalities. The most frequent problem, the piercing of a patient's lung or surrounding tissue. The study covered over 30 years, and all complications were caused by the practitioner's lack of skill. California laws now require one to pass an intensive test before they can practice. March of 2009, in a journal entry by Ellen Edwards, it was stated the American Medical Association takes no position specifically on acupuncture at this time. There's so many facts, let's take a moment to reiterate and go over the most significant ones. First, we looked at the history. Second, we explored the different methods. And third, we put the history to the methods and figured out the secret behind the needle. Just like Otzi the Iceman, there are many fascinating theories behind acupuncture. You may be wondering, what can the procedure do for me? It has been said to leave your audience wanting more, and they will see you next time with anticipation and excitement. So I leave you with the promise to return shortly and persuade you, one way or another, about the procedure you have just learned so much about. Thank you for your time and attention. I hope you've gained a perspective towards the art of acupuncture.